Tatooine training?
Fly over Tatooine, Luke Skywalker's homeworld. Learn flight controls and combat maneuvers.
No, we don't need to be trained. We're too badass to be trained. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Play 1001 Games. I'm your host, Gaming Jay, and join me for the Stormtrooper conga line. I don't know. We are playing Rogue Squadron 2 today. In fact, Star Wars Rogue Squadron 2 Rogue Leader is the full game title here. This is a Star Wars game that I never played. And for those of you just joining us, in my series here, Let's Play 1001 Games, I am on a quest to play through the book 1001 Games Must Play Before You Die, which means every couple of days I load up a new game, oftentimes games I haven't played before, and I just check them out to see what are they like and should you give them a try. And I try to have fun with them. So here we go. We see Luke here, hopping into his snow speeder during the Battle of Hoth, for any of you Star Wars fans out there. This game is based off a little indie series of movies that you may or may not have heard of called Star Wars. They're kind of less well-known movies from the 70s. I don't know if any of you guys have heard of them. But in this, we play as Rogue Squadron, which is the elite, pilot force of the Rebels, which included Luke Skywalker. What do we have here? Rogue Leaders. I don't know what any of this means. Oh, this is like a leaderboard. It's kind of fun to see like the movie scenes in the background here, but to be totally honest, like every single Star Wars game does this kind of stuff at this point. Like Star Wars is one of those franchises that literally people don't seem to get bored of. There have literally been Star Wars games since the 70s, and every couple of years there's a handful more. So we've totally flown X-Wings before, we've been Jedis, we've been Han Solo, we've shot Stormtroopers, we've done everything. Yeah, people want more. They just want more. Nobody's ever sick of the Star Wars universe. It's actually pretty remarkable. I mean, I'm not complaining. I'm not saying people should be sick of the Star Wars universe. But Tatooine training?
Fly over Tatooine, Luke Skywalker's homeworld. Learn flight controls and combat maneuvers.
No. We don't need to be trained. We're too badass to be trained. We want to destroy the Death Star. Primary weapon. Okay. I think I chose the X-Wing. Press Y for craft description. Yeah, I mean, the X-Wing is the ship, man. It is the cool one. You don't want to be piloting anything else. A long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. Here's one question I've always had about Star Wars. Are the humans that we see in Star Wars the same humans that exist on Earth? Because here's a little something to think about. They say a long time ago. Let's assume that means 100,000 years ago, right? Like, that's a long time, we would argue. That's more than the entire history of recorded human history, right? 100,000 years ago, it's a long time. But modern humans have been around for, what, like 1 million years? Or at least 100,000 years. Like, modern humans have been around a long time. So if all this Star Wars stuff was taking place like 100,000 years ago, does that mean that they were humans? And maybe like aliens showed up on our planet 500,000 years ago, picked up humans as they existed, brought them to the Star Wars universe, and then the humans like learned language and stuff, and then kind of started to do human-y things and be Jedis. But yeah, I mean, like, unless by a long time ago they mean like millions and millions and millions of years ago, and these are just non-humans that just happen to look human. In a weird way, I kind of believe these are humans. And so maybe the Star Wars universe is our universe. It's just 500,000 years ago, aliens showed up, picked us up as slaves, brought us to their universe. And then eventually we kind of got out of the slave thing, became free citizens. I don't know. I wasn't paying attention to that scrawl at all. I think I saw Wedge Antilles' name in there. So he was one of the main pilots of the Star Wars universe. He kind of took over Luke's spot. Like, Luke was the main pilot we cared about in Episode 4. But Luke really wasn't a pilot in Episode 5 or 6. I mean, he kind of was in Episode 5 in Empire Strikes Back. But by Episode 6, it was like, you know, he didn't care about piloting anymore. He was a freaking Jedi. Once you become a Jedi, you are not concerned with with piloting around and blowing up Death Stars. You just want to have lightsaber fights. That's what you train for, man.
I copy, Red Leader.
We got Luke, we got good old Mark Hamill here returning to do his voice. We also got the actor who did Wedge Antilles returning to do his voice in this game. So, I mean, the graphics so far are pretty amazing. They obviously don't look as good as the movies, but for the time when this came out... Whoa. You know what? One thing I do want to change. Can I change my controls? One thing I've always hated is the stupid inversion of the up and down when you are playing flying games. I want up to go up and down to go down. Auto roll. Crap, we can't change that? I really hate when they make that the way first-person shooters are arranged. You know, I guess it's a holdover from when... What am I supposed to be killing here anyway? Oh, I flew out of the combat zone. Okay, I gotta pay more attention to my radar here. But having up be down and down be up, especially in a first-person shooter, was, I think, a holdover from, you know, how the original first-person 3D games were all flying games. And that makes a little more sense in a cockpit, but I still don't like it. But I'll deal with it. I'll deal with it for you guys. One thing I've always thought about Empire Strikes Back, if we can just talk about Star Wars generally for a minute here, is, so Luke goes to Dagobah to train with Yoda, and he's there for like weeks, just living in a swamp. Oh god, do we pull up? Oh man, that was lucky. But he's there for weeks training with Yoda. There's no showers there. So when he packs up eventually to go to Cloud City to save everyone, he just like hops in his X-Wing. He shows up, he's all like sweaty and grimy and stuff. You know, if you go a couple of weeks without showering or washing certain body parts, or, you know, you just live in a swamp generally, you may show up smelling like a very unpleasant odor. So I imagine it wasn't very hard for the stormtroopers to figure out Luke was on the station, because they could just smell him a mile away when he showed up from Dagobah there. Okay. So, we are here trying to destroy the Death Star. I like how they start you off on this. It's like, yeah, the basic level is just, you know, wiping out one of the most advanced planetary, you know, super bases that ever existed. Yeah, it's good place to start. That was not a gun. Like, this looks like a gun. It's just a tower. Oh, and I'm flying away from the action. Oops, again. Okay, how do we... There we go. I was going to say, there must be a way to speed up. This reminds me of Star Fox, only obviously like a slightly more advanced Star Fox. Okay, and that slows down. Alright, we can now fly with finesse, because we know there's a speed up and a slow down. Okay, let's see here. Let's kill this. Oh, concentrate on the fighters. Where are they? Oh, shoot, look at all these guys. Oh, okay. We can totally take out a bunch of these guys. I dream about shooting down TIE fighters. Did you guys ever think about the fact that... So TIE fighters, there's two reasons why they're called TIE fighters. One is TIE stands for Twin Ion Engine. In the Star Wars universe, a TIE fighter is the Empire's, you know, fighter ships, and TIE stands for Twin Ion Engine, which is a description of the ships. Did you ever think about that they actually just look like bow ties? And I'm almost positive that's the real reason they're called TIE fighters. And they... Did I just kill someone? Did someone die? Flee, form... I guess I can command my squad mates. Hey, get over here! TIE fighters are also like the most ineffective... the most ineffective fighters in like the history of science fiction. I mean, stormtroopers are generally incompetent, but TIE fighters bring it to like a whole new level. I've never seen a TIE fighter do much that's very effective. And like when the rebels attack, they attack like the Death Star and stuff. There's like maybe, you know, 20, 30 rebels attacking, and then like hundreds of TIE fighters come out. I don't think the Empire is training their men very effectively. Because if the TIE fighters... I mean, they may not have to have a 1-to-1 ratio of killing X-Wings. Now, maybe, like, each TIE fighter pilot can only take out half a Rebel pilot, but they should be somewhere in that range. I think, realistically, TIE fighters, they have, like, a 10% or 5% effectiveness rating. Like, when a TIE fighter goes out, there's like a 1 in 20 chance he's going to do anything effective. Meanwhile, like, one Rebel ship is capable of wiping out the entire Death Star if it gets the right shot in. It's mind-boggling. The Empire really needs to, forget about building massive space stations. Spend like a couple of weekends. Have some like retreats and train your pilots properly. Okay. Also, the guys gunning from the ground are very ineffective too. Like, the lasers are just bebopping all over the place. They're not hitting anything. Okay, we gotta get these guys. Sick of these guys living. Oh God! Get over here. There. Hold on. Whoa.
Get ready for your attack run.
Interesting. I was just going to try and experiment with the buttons for a minute and figure stuff out. Okay, here we go. You know what's funny is last night I was at a bar that had a whole bunch of arcade games. That was its thing. It like had arcade games. And I played the Star Wars arcade game, and the first level is literally this. It was a little different, but the idea behind it was the exact same. It was, you kill some TIE fighters, you kill some Empire auto turret guns, and you get into the trench here. You didn't have these things you had to avoid, these up and down things, and these weren't in the movie either. I don't know if this is canon, to be honest. But you got in here, you flew through the trench, and then you fired little torpedoes. Like, everyone knows this scene. It's like burned into our consciousness that this is how the battle to destroy the Death Star went. I also kind of found it weird how in the movie, when he fires his little torpedoes to go into the Death Star exhaust port, if you watch it, the torpedoes fly towards the port and then do like a 90-degree turn to go straight down the port. It's like, are you sure that he did that? It seems like the computer did most of that. It seems like those torpedoes were definitely extremely guided. And I don't know, it always seemed like kind of an unrealistic way for the torpedoes to move to me, and took away a little bit from like Luke's accomplishment. Like, if I had torpedoes, I could just do like a 90-degree turn like that. I don't know, like what kind of aiming do you have to do? I guess you have to aim it so that it makes the 90-degree turn at the right point, but it just sort of seemed like a little weird. It's not like he lobbed it into the hole expertly. Man, things are getting tight in here. Huh. Someone dying behind me? So, I'm just waiting for Darth Vader to show up. Oh God! I did not even realize there were ships behind me. Okay. Just checking all the buttons here. Okay, let's speed this up. Can we leave the trench? Yeah, we totally can. Not advisable though. Not advisable to try and leave the trench. Okay, let's keep going. So there's a Rogue Squadron movie coming out, actually, which is kind of cool. One of the reasons, actually, when I saw this game in the book, I thought, you know what, maybe I'll give that one a try. So the new Star Wars movie came out relatively recently. I think, though, it's actually already on Blu-ray, which is crazy. It had like a really, really fast turnaround time for that. And this is pretty easy here. Oh, no, 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 no. Ah, stay away from me! Stay away! Oh! Game over! 9% accuracy. Okay. I honestly expected to beat that first level. Are you serious? Okay, let's try this again. Hopefully I can beat the first level. We'll see. Well, Luke Skywalker didn't do as good in this when Jay was in charge as he did in the movies. But anyway, the new Star Wars came out recently, and I like the new Star Wars. I think a lot of people did, obviously. There were complaints that it was a little bit of a rehash of the original movies and so on. But honestly, I mean, it had to do a lot of setup. It had to introduce the original Star Wars to a lot of people who grew up with the prequels and stuff, and for what it was supposed to be, I thought it was great. One thing I really liked about the new Star Wars movies was the lightsaber battles. In the prequel movies, I feel like the lightsaber battles became like ninja versus ninja, where people are flipping around, doing all sorts of crazy moves, and it became like too much like a video game. In the new Star Wars movie, it really feels like a couple of dudes from like Game of Thrones battling with a sword, where it's like kind of gritty and, you know, they're getting tired and it's sloppy and they're just, you know, whatever. They're not trying to look good while they fight, they're just trying to win. And I like that. I thought that was cool. So, is this a thing? Is this a thing I can kill? Oh! I don't know if I took damage there. Oh, God. Oh, man. I don't even know if I'm hitting those things or actually destroying them, but if I am destroying them properly, it's like by the skin of my teeth. Okay, where is the last one? They don't make this very obvious. Seriously, where's the last thing I gotta kill? Oh, here it is. Alright, thing that does something, prepare to die. I did the thing, guys. I did the thing and the stuff. Yay, now we're on phase 2.
We've picked up a new group of signals.
Enemy fighters. Oh no. A little interesting bit of trivia though. So, okay, so the new Star Wars movies came out recently. And, oh, sorry, I'm getting distracted. New Star Wars movies came out recently. And not only are they, like, making, like, a new main trilogy of Star Wars, but they're making spin-off movies. And one of the spin-off movies is Star Wars Rogue One, which is a Star Wars movie about Rogue Squadron. And kind of interesting little factoid is that these Rogue Squadron games, so this is the second game, the first one was N64, I think. But these were super popular games, and they actually kind of helped bring the idea of Rogue Squadron into the public consciousness. And from what I've read, they were, in a way, kind of instrumental in helping Rogue Squadron 1 be a thing. So the existence of these games kind of really helps spur on movies, which is kind of cool. I don't know how interested I personally am in watching Star Wars Rogue Squadron movies. I mean, the coolest thing about Star Wars to me has always been, like, I mean, the Jedi, obviously, but sort of the overarching tale of the universe. I don't care too much about the space battles. To be totally honest, the space battles were never the main draw for me in Star Wars. I was, like, in Empire Strikes Back, when you watch that, like, final battle scene stuff, I was more interested in what Luke and Vader and the Emperor were doing. I was fairly interested in what was happening with Han Solo on Endor there. I wasn't really that interested in the space battle that much. I mean, it definitely is cool, and I definitely wasn't, like, not interested in it. But, you know, was it, like, the best part? I don't know. And, like, would a whole movie about just Rogue One be worth it? I mean, I'm sure they're going to do a good job with it. And, you know what? I'll probably go see it. So, despite all my kind of, like, complaining and stuff, I'll probably still watch it. But at the same time, I just don't see it being my favorite Star Wars stuff. There's more interesting things happening in the Star Wars universe, in my opinion. Jeez, you really fly past these things really quickly. Okay, turn around. So the company that made this made the entire Rogue Squadron trilogy here. But another interesting little bit of trivia is they made one more Star Wars pilot game called Episode 1, The Battle for Naboo. AKA the most boring Star Wars space battle you have ever seen. Who cares about Naboo? I'm sorry. I mean, it's well documented that I am not a fan of the prequels. But to be totally honest, are you joking me? The battle for Naboo? I mean, talk about space battles that don't matter. Oh man, the space battle in that movie really didn't matter, and like the ships weren't even that interesting, and none of the pilots anyone cared about. It's just awful. Battle for Naboo. So they made one more Star Wars space battle game. As you can guess, I think it did okay, but like it's not a game that's gonna spawn any spin-off movies or anything from the new Star Wars. Like, I mean, Naboo as a planet was just boring as hell. What was even the plot of the first movie? I still, to this day, I don't even get it. Something about space taxes, and then the Space Federation didn't like it. I don't know why a company, or why a trade federation was so upset about taxes that they blockaded Naboo of all places. What the hell did Naboo have to do with anything? And then, like, there's this crap about my people are dying. You know, that's what the Princess Amidala said in all the trailers. My princess are dying. I will not stand idly by. But it's like, what the hell are they dying of? What was so important that was coming into Naboo that the people couldn't live for a couple weeks without it? Was it food? Were they starving? We didn't see any of that. I mean, none of this, by the way, is that original, what I'm saying. If you really want an amazing dissection of the prequels, check out Red Letter Media. Oh, man. I'm totally going to die. This is suicide. I shouldn't be going this fast. We need to make it. Whoa, God. Okay, I don't know how to slow down here. Oh, there we go. But check out Red Letter Media. Check out Mr. Plinkett. And he like a lot of these complaints, he just verbalizes so much better than me. But yeah, like what the hell was going on with Naboo? Damn it. We're like, they couldn't go a couple of weeks without space supplies. It doesn't make any sense. And good old Mr. Plinkett, he does an amazing job at dissecting those movies in a way better way than I ever could. So yeah. So can't talk about Star Wars without talking about how bad the prequels were. It's just a thing. Oh, you stay away from me. Do not shoot me in the butt. Han Solo! Han Solo, where are you, Han Solo? We need good old Han to show up and save me. Come on, come on, come on! Am I supposed to do something here? I honestly have no idea. I'm just dodging and weaving, ducking and duck, dodge, dive, duck, and dodge from Dodgeball, right? Oh my God! Yes, it is. Han Solo, save me! Han Solo! If you could save me, Han Solo, that would be pleasurable. Instead, I'm just going to take a nosedive. Okay. I don't even know how to launch the bombs, to be totally honest. I'm totally going to mess this up. Oh my God.
His computer's off. Luke, you switched off your targeting computer.
Nothing? Ah! Damn it.
Stay low.
I think I just screwed it up. Wow. I had no idea this game was going to be that hard for the first level. I mean, I guess I made a joke they started on the Death Star. Oh, this is the intro level. I thought it'd be easy. But nope, it is difficult. You know what? We're going to give this one more try. The old college 1, 2, 3. I guess one thing about this game is that there really can only be like 3 or 4 levels. Like there's the Death Star, then there's Hoth, then what is there, the Death Star Part 2? Maybe the reason that these levels are so hard is that, like, honestly, there isn't many levels here. I mean, fair enough. This game it is done well. Like, it totally feels smooth, the piloting feels pretty good. That trench part is brutal, though. I wonder if there's a way... No, that doesn't help anything. Just experimenting with the controls here for a second. Whoa, that's something cool. Yeah, I don't know what we're supposed to do. Is there like a Save Me Han Solo button? Because if there was, I would totally press that. I would just press that in everyday life. Like if you're in a rough situation, if there was a Save Me Han Solo button and you could press it, yeah, I would press that a lot. Han and Chewie just show up in the Millennium Falcon, solve whatever problems you've got. We all need that in our lives, I think. Save me, Han Solo. Because he always knew what was going on. He always knew what was going on. Wonder what all these things are. I mean, I know what they are in terms of what they were as props. They were just a bunch of modeling kits that were slapped together. But in the context of the movie, I'm sure you can find some technical manual somewhere that explains, like, oh, each of these towers was actually a power cell system that redirected energy bolts to the different guns. Okay. Here's my plan. To kill these things and not to die. Sounds like a good plan, right? I guess one of the downsides about playing a game about Rogue Squadron is like some of the coolest space things that happened in Star Wars were about the Millennium Falcon. You don't get to see that. That was one thing. Okay, so I didn't care too much about space battles in these movies, but I definitely was always interested in what was going on with the Millennium Falcon. I mean, that was the ship, man. That was the ship. Like when it had to evade the Empire in Empire Strikes Back, that was awesome. There were so many scenes of it like diving through asteroids or like getting eaten by that giant space worm. The scenes of it like flying away at Hoth and like doing it. You know, there were a couple of Star Destroyers coming after it, and then it does like a nosedive straight down, and the Star Destroyers have to like totally like aim down, they cross each other's paths. Oh man, just awesome stuff. Han Solo. Yeah, you know what? Come to think of it, screw Rogue Squadron. Give me a game called Han Solo! Exclamation point. No like subtitler needed, no screenshots needed, nothing. I would buy that game. Just based on the title alone. Han Solo! Exclamation points. I guess you could put in parentheses and Chewbacca too. That would be okay. I would still buy it. But if you did anything else, I wouldn't buy it. Han Solo! Exclamation point, parentheses, and Chewbacca too. That's a game I want to play. I guess it kind of brings up the point of like, what's your favorite like non-main character of Star Wars? Because in Rogue Squadron, like Wedge Antilles, he was sort of the main Rogue Squadron-y guy, and you may remember him from the first movie, and I guess he was in all of them, because he was in the Battle of Hoth, he helped destroy the first Death Star, and he helped destroy the second Death Star. He was the Rogue Squadron leader after, I guess, Luke left. So I know he's a relatively well-known minor character. But I know that, like, literally every single character in Star Wars has, like, an expanded backstory. I mean, this is what happens when you have a movie you made 30 years ago that people are super interested in and will just eat up anything you produce about it. You market it to no end. And so I think, like, every single character in the cantina scene of A New Hope, every single character, every single, like, minor monster that you see has like, a name and a hit backstory and a history and all this stuff. Which is actually pretty hilarious. Like, what other series do you know where, like, every minor character has something about them? And yeah, it's to the point where, like, I actually wonder. I definitely don't know what all those minor characters are about. So I wonder, like, do you have, like, a favorite minor character out there? All you Star Wars fans who are watching this, who are super impressed by my terrible X-Wing piloting skills? What's your favorite minor Star Wars character? Let me know. Let me know down below. Educate me as to what some of the cooler minor Star Wars characters are. I'm always curious to find out about that kind of stuff. Because the Star Wars universe, there's so much going on in it. What are these, like... What are these things? And what is this trench I'm flying through, too? They never explain that in the movies. Death Star just has a trench. They're like, okay. For what purpose? What architectural need did it serve? And what are all these... Oh, God. I think if I don't... As long as I don't crash into the wall, that's the important thing. Because their aim isn't great. I mean, they're totally killing me. I just need to be able to go up and down. God, I really hope that if I do make it to the exhaust port and they tell me to, like, you know, basically shoot the missile, I can figure out what button it is. Because it would be the ultimate disappointment to reach the exhaust port and then not be able to
Use the Force, Luke.
blow it up. Oh, God. Use the Force. Okay, we're farther than we made it before. His computer's off.
You switched off your targeting computer. What's wrong?
Nothing, I'm alright.
Okay. I'm just going up and down, trying to avoid Darth Vader. Yes!
You're all clear, kid. Now let's blow this thing.
Okay. Is that a missile? No! No! Oh, God! Are you kidding? No. I can't be dead. Okay. How do you blow it? How do you blow it? I don't know. I'm literally pressing all the buttons. They have like the heroic music going. Where even is the exhaust port? Maybe I'm not at it yet. Okay, I'm just gonna take my time. Take my time and get to it. Han Solo, you saved me like 20 minutes before I was even where I needed to be. Where is this exhaust port? What is happening in this game? This is like super embarrassing, by the way, guys. Everyone tuned in to like see me play Star Wars and like... Oh, there it is. Okay. Okay. Shoot the thing. Did I do it? Yes, I did it! Boom! Okay, so I got thrown off because Han Solo saved me too early. I pressed the Save Me Han Solo button a little too early, and Han Solo came and did his job a little too well. Boom! Mission complete! And now I'm sure the rebels were like, well, that's the end of that. Thank God we dealt with that. The Empire's probably now crumbling. We won't have anything else to worry about. And little did they know... Oh shoot! I guess the next level is Hoth. Alright. Okay, we got these different... I guess it's not letting me switch to them. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and pick the X-Wing because that's what we're all here to see anyway. Nobody from Rogue Squadron pilots a Y-Wing, or a B-Wing, or an A-Wing. Those are the jerk wings. We want the X-Wing. I mean, the X-Wing looks like an X. TIE fighters look like a TIE. It's what you want to do. So I guess we're now delving into the expanded universe. Oh, that was a nice nice fake out. Show like the front of a Star Destroyer, only to find out it is just the tip, and it has been destroyed.
Sensors don't show any sign of a second convoy. Looks like they ran into trouble.
This is the frigate Redemption. We'll have to get through this debris before we can make the jump back into hyperspace.
This feels like Battlestar Galactica, to be totally honest, right now. Ah, cool. We got like a little convoy of ships here to protect.
We're surrounded.
They won't be a problem.
I copy, Wedge. We've got to blast our way through.
Anyone who has said, you know, like, there's TIE fighters approaching from all directions, we're surrounded, and has actually had, like, true fear in their voice has never fought a TIE fighter before. Because they're useless. I guess when you think about, like, the Cylons in Battlestar Galactica were also pretty useless. Because there would always be, like, hundreds of Cylon ships and just a couple of Battlestar Galactica ships. And the Battlestar ones would win every time. Okay, where are these enemies? Okay, here's one thing I hate about this game. By the time I find the enemies, they just fly right past me.
The transports are drawing heavy fire.
Okay, I'm so lost here. This is like an old person moment. I'm like, where are the enemy ships? I'd like to fight in the battle, please. Where'd everybody go? You guys see any ships? Am I blind?
We could use more support over here.
Yeah, I would love to help you. Would love it.
Waiting your orders.
Okay. Just turning around here. Oh, there they are.
We're getting hit
Man,
hard.
they're really hard to see. I need my old man glasses here. Oh, that might have been me.
We just lost another transport.
If we lose all the transports, this is like game over. That would suck. Come on. Maybe these TIE fighters are more effective than I thought. Like, where the hell did they go? Seriously, where'd they go?
Your orders, Luke.
Our transports are getting ripped to pieces.
Okay.
Stick to formation.
You got it, Red Leader.
No, just... Oops. That was me shooting the transport that time. Where the hell did they go? They fly past me, and then they're just gone. Oh, there's one, and I'm never going to see him again. Yep. Oh, nope, there he is.
Waiting your orders.
Boom. Okay. How many are left? 2? They're kind of over this way. Shoot, I think they just flew past me. This is hilarious. If I could find the enemy, I could do something. In front of me? I hear them. They just blew up a ship right in front of me. Where are... Show yourselves! Hey, there they are! Where's
our support?
Where the F are you, dudes? There you go. This is hilarious. So apparently all you have to do to beat me in a space battle is just Just like fly around me very elusively. I'll never be able to defend against you. What was that? Another one that just flew right by me? What are you shooting at?
More ties incoming.
Oh great. Well, at least it's more targets.
Luke, what about those modified stunt fighters? Good thinking, Wedge. Let's give those A-Wings a try. Dock with a frigate and switch craft.
What?
You got it, Luke. I'm docking with the frigate.
We don't have time to switch ships in the middle of a starfight. That's like the worst plan ever. It's like, hey, you know these tanks we're in? Let's drive back to the base and switch into a different tank. Because this one just, I don't think it's cutting it. Okay, now we are in this thing. Doesn't look as cool as the X-Wing. Don't think it's going to be as effective. Am I supposed to do that too? Oh, I guess so. Alright. I guess Wedge would just show me up by doing it first, the jerk. Alright, here we go, guys. Now, is this the type of space battle people would have wanted to see in Star Wars? Is it like this was a missing part of Star Wars? Is this what the Rogue movie's going to be like? Rogue One? Could be kind of interesting, I suppose. Now I'm getting a taste of it. I mean, I definitely think it's a good thing for the purposes of this game that they included more space battles, because just Death Star Hoth Death Star would be pretty boring. They're not boring, but like short. Now I was thinking the fact that they only have 3 levels, sort of, it makes more sense why that first level was relatively difficult. I mean, it wasn't impossible, I got the hang of it eventually, but I definitely wasn't expecting it to be that hard. I didn't think I'd die at all. Look at this. What blew you up, buddy? Your own hubris did, I'm sure. Alright. There we go. I wish there was like a lock-on feature. I'm just missing them like there's no tomorrow. Can I hit one of them? Yes. 2 of them. Yes. Alright, and the third guy is just gone. Just gone. Okay, they're all behind me, I think. Try and turn around. Yes, there they are. Come here, come here, come here, come here, come here, come here. And he's just gone. Oh, there he is. Oh, man, it's rotating me around. Apparently, I am horrible at space battles. I need, like, a center of gravity. I don't know about you guys, but, like, if I don't have a planet... Oh, God. If I don't have, like, a planet that I'm flying above, I can't tell where the horizon is. I get all confused, discombobulated. Like, if I could see an enemy, I would do something about it. Oh, there they are. Oh, they're literally right in front of me. Ah! Die, you jerks. Come here. Come here. You elusive jerks. There we go. There we go. Okay, how many we got left? 2. 2 more after this. Go down. Star Fox was easier than this. Star Fox. I miss Star Fox now. The simplicity of it all. Oh, you elusive jerk. Ah. Oh, man. There's something about having your reticle chase these stupid these TIE fighters around and having it constantly miss. It's starting to, like, it's making my head itchy. It's making me really frustrated. Oh, and I'm freaking dead. A TIE fighter killed me? That's the most embarrassing way to die ever. Okay. Here, you jerk, stop flying away! This is like, if you want to be frustrated in the Star Wars universe, give Rogue Squadron a try. Okay, is there one more guy that we can kill? Can we kill this last guy? Where the hell is he? I saw him on my radar and he flew right by me without me being able to see him. Seriously, how's he behind me again? Yeah, and he's gone. Okay, where the F are you?
Clear the debris. We're almost out of this mess.
They didn't even kill him. They were like, you know what? He's close enough. Let's just keep going. The game was getting bored of me.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Interesting.
We're Entering the nebula. Keep your eyes peeled.
I definitely feel like I'm not going to be making it past this level. So let's start to sort of wrap up and think about what we've learned here with Rogue Squadron today. I think what we learned is that being a pilot is harder than it seems. Also, there's no reason to not be holding your trigger down at all times. In the movies, they should just be arriving to the Death Star, constantly firing. I suppose they probably have ammo or energy or something that they had to conserve. In the game here, there ain't none of that. Like true video game fashion, there's no reason to not be shooting 100% of the time. Although I guess you don't want to shoot your own ships, so there's a slight reason to stop once in a while. The pros of this game are that it's actually, you know, this is one of the most cherished kind of Star Wars flying games out there, and it totally makes sense. It's a very well done game. The graphics are very nice. You get the sense that you are piloting an X-Wing or an A-Wing or so on. I'm just don't happen to be a very good pilot, I think, generally. Like, I'm not very good at flying games, as you can totally tell. So I'm kind of all over the place here. I think if you were better at flying games, you would definitely do a lot better than me, a lot more easily than I'm doing, and you'd probably have a lot of fun with this game. I mean, it's not like I didn't have fun, but piloting games frustrate me a little bit where I'm trying to find the enemy, and I literally can't find them. Like, come here, come here, come here, where are you? I think I am a sucker for first-person shooters more than piloting games. What are the cons of this game? I mean, I guess the cons are that it is a little difficult to, like, chase down these dudes sometimes. Oh god. And one thing I really kind of have trouble with sometimes is using a joystick over a mouse. Like, I feel like if I had a mouse, I'd be just more effective in this game. Okay. The 3D radar is interesting, actually. So if you look at the radar, it is 3D in the sense of, like, it tells you when guys are above or below you, which is kind of cool. I just haven't been able to read it very effectively. This guy is just, like, taking runs at us. Where the F are you? Show yourself. You just killed one of my dudes. I forget this. I'm gonna go far away from this guy, then turn around. And he's freaking gone. I also hate the, like, up is down and down is up thing. That's a huge pet peeve of mine. I can't kill this guy. It's ridiculous. Show yourself, you goddamn a-hole. Ridiculous. Oh well. Part of me wanted that to happen. Shit, and I'm still alive. So is this a game you should play before you die? You know, like, what is the final verdict here? The whole point of today was for me to load it up, give it a try, have a bit of fun with this game. I would say this is a game you should check out before you die, especially if you're a Star Wars fan. And let's face it, who isn't a Star Wars fan? Star Wars passes generations and, or not passes, it crosses generational boundaries and so on and so forth. Seriously, where the F is this guy? I haven't seen him in like 5 minutes, but he's like shooting at me. I'm just gonna like spin in a circle. This is like all I can do at this point. This is actually like super, super sad. Like, I'm legitimately getting frustrated. Like, just go kill the TIE fighter.
Go after those ties.
Just send my 2 dudes to do it. See if they can do it, because I literally can't find this bastard. And as soon as I turn around to look at him, he's behind me again. Like, look at my radar! What the hell is going on? As soon as I turn around, I can't get him in front of me. And he's behind me again. And, okay, is he in front of me now? Nope. He's now behind me again. Okay. There he is! Finally! You jerk! After all that time. Yes! Yeah, I quit Rogue Squadron, dudes. Holy crap. Oh my god, can you believe that? Okay, you know what? I guess we have to take 2 seconds to look at Hoth, because we unlocked it. Let's just have a very quick look while I wrap up here. Guys, I hope you've been enjoying these videos. I hope you enjoy checking them out with me, checking out these games. You know, you don't tune in for the expert gameplay, that's for sure. You tune in for the adventure of just seeing what a new game is about and hearing me chat about random stuff. So I don't know, hopefully I keep you guys entertained. I always try to think of, like, You know, if I were watching these videos, what would I want to hear the commenter talk about? And, you know, really, I approach these videos, I try to think of, like, what would be interesting just to chat about with a friend, like, if you were playing this game. Try to always come up with interesting things to say. Alright, rogues, let's do it. Stay tight. Say frosty, even. So I feel like I could do better on this level because there is a ground. So the enemies aren't going to be flying off into space. You guys attacked the ATSTs. I don't need any backup. Some chicken walker guys here. Remember a few kids when I was growing up had the ATST. Whoa! Had the ATST, like, I wouldn't say action figure, but, like, they had toys of these things. Whee! How do you launch the tow cable? Yes! Oh, man. Okay, if I can take one of these things down, that's all I want to do. Yes. 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 This is all that we ever wanted to do in Star Wars, was to trip one of these. Oh, are you kidding me? I crashed into his knee. Okay, hold on. We gotta do this. We had that, dudes. We had that. It's funny how they like design these things to be like these big weapons of war, and they never thought, you know, what if somebody trips them? They're like, the tripping contingency's pretty unlikely. Let's not worry about it. Oh, I died at the same point? Oh, man, we're down to 1 life. Alright, this is it, man. We're either tripping up one of these giant turtle things, or we're dying trying. Okay, well, I missed that one. Let's go for this one. I think I crashed on him last time. Remember me, buddy? I'm back. Oops.
Your orders, boss.
Ugh. Okay, I missed him too. Let's go for this guy. Here we go. Alright. Got him. Got him. Easy. 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 Oh, he's getting tripped. He's totally gonna get tripped. Yes. I've fallen and I can't get up. We'll trip another one here. Guys, if you have enjoyed this video, as I say, please give me a like, please give me a subscribe, because I'll be back in a couple... Oh, we just lost the mission. Oh well. I'll be back in a couple days with a new video and a new game, and you don't want to miss out on that. So until I see you guys again, take care of yourselves. I'm going to be here failing at Star Wars games, as is my way. So until I see you again, take care of yourselves, and peace. Oh man, they even got the Empire song. Makes me really feel like a failure.